Inside your project pouch, you'll find large pieces of construction paper folded in half, small pieces of construction paper, instructions, tape, and a ruler. You'll need to provide your own pencils and scissors. To start, take one of the large pieces of construction paper and put it in front of you landscape style. Make sure that the fold is on the bottom, facing towards you, and the open sides are on the top, facing away from you. Next, measure 1 inch down from the top. Do this in several spots across the top and use the ruler to draw a straight line connecting your dots. Now, place your ruler across the paper, starting near the bottom. Make pencil marks in 1 inch increments all the way across. You're also going to do this in several spots. Once you have 3 to 4 sets of marks, use your ruler to connect the dots in straight lines all the way up to the line across the top. You should wind up with 11 lines. The last step in preparing the base is to cut along the lines you just drew. Do not cut past the line across the top. Make sure to cut carefully. The base is now complete. Put it to the side for now while you prepare the strips to weave. For the strips that you're going to weave into the placemat base, you'll need 2 pieces of small construction paper. On your first piece of small construction paper, take your ruler and put it across the page portrait style and make 8 pencil marks at 1 inch through 8 inches on your ruler. Then move your ruler up the page and repeat 2 or 3 times more. Once you have 3 to 4 sets of pencil marks, use the ruler to connect your marks in straight lines. Carefully cut along your lines. The strips must be straight to be woven into the placemat, so cut carefully and precisely. You'll wind up with 9 strips when you're finished. When you're done with your first piece of small construction paper, repeat the last few steps for your second piece of paper. You'll wind up with 9 more strips. Now you're ready to weave. To start weaving your placemat, open up your base so that it sits landscape style in front of you. Take one of the strips of smaller construction paper and place it under the first section of the base and over the next section. Keep weaving, alternating under and over, until your strip is woven all the way through the base from the bottom to the top. Once you've woven your first strip, push it all the way to the left so that there is no open space between the left side of your placemat and the first woven strip. For your second strip, start by placing it over the first section of the base, then under the next section. Keep weaving, alternating over and under, until your strip is woven all the way through the base from the bottom to the top. Once you've woven your second strip, push it all the way to the left so that there is no open space between your first woven strip and your second woven strip. Keep weaving in an alternating pattern until the base is filled. You should notice a checkerboard pattern start to appear. If you notice that your strips appear to be right next to each other without the checkerboard pattern, you may need to reweave. It should take about 15 strips to fill the base, and there should be little to no space left over between your last strip and the right side of your placemat. If you notice extra space, push all of your strips to the left and you'll find that there's room to weave another strip. A little bit of leftover space is okay if you can't fit in another strip. The last thing left to do is secure the woven strips. To secure the strips at the top and bottom of your placemat, start by making sure that all of the strips are aligned with the top of the placemat. Then place a piece of tape along the entire top of your placemat. Use half the width of the tape. Now, turn your placemat over and make sure that all of the strips on this side are aligned with the top of the placemat. Once they are, fold the remaining tape over to secure the strips. Cut off any excess tape. Repeat the taping process for the bottom to finish off your placemat. All done? Check to make sure that your placemat contains 15 to 16 straight, Carefully cut out woven strips. Check to make sure that your placemat has little to no space between each of the woven strips, and make sure that your placemat is taped neatly.